Good day, everyone. This is Teacher Jonathan once again, and I'd like to welcome you all in our virtual learning presentation. Our topic is about Octet Rule. Let's get started. So, our today's objectives. First, we're going to learn about Octet Rule for electrons. Second, determine if an atom will gain or lose electrons to make octets. And the third one, the last one, determine the valence electron and ionic charges, whether they will gain negatives or positives. Okay, so stay tuned. It's going to be a learning experience for you. And so when you deal with the periodic table and your chemistry lessons, it will give you confidence. Here we go. Octet rule says atom will gain or lose electrons to have a full outer shell of 8 electrons. All right. So full shell, I'm talking about here the valence electron, the last shell, okay, or the last orbital, or the last energy level. Remember in our previous video, we talked about valence electron, orbits or orbitals, and energy level. That means stability for an element. All right, and we already know that the noble gases has the full outer shell of 8 electrons. All right, so that's the octet rule. They will gain or lose. Now, once again, I'll be showing you the periodic table. Okay, and in our previous lesson, we talked about group number, and the group number tells us about the valence electron in the outer shell, in the last shell. All right, so I have here group 1, group 2 again. These are all the group 1: hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. I don't need to name all of it. Group 2 are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Okay, and then we're gonna set this aside for a while. Do not worry about this. Group 3, or in this periodic table, it says 13. Okay, so this is 3. Okay, 4, all this, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, let's take a look. The group 8 has full valence electron. So they have 8 and they have 2. Helium has 2, so it's full. Neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and this one, I don't know what this is. They are in full. Okay, that means their octet, their valence electron is full. Okay, and this group number actually is the one that we are going to talk about today. All right, so I will be using gain or lose. Okay, if the elements will lose or gain, here's the rule. Rule number 1: elements greater than 4, valence electron will gain. Okay, take note of this. Greater valence electron of 4 will gain. If it is less than 4, will lose electron. Okay, simple as that. It will gain if this is greater, and then lose if it is less than 4. What's going to happen if it is 4? So don't worry about that. Okay. Fill or fall. Elements greater valence electron will fill up the outer shell. I'm talking about the last orbital, the last outer shell. All right, and it will fall back if there are less than 4 valence electrons. So these are the rules. All right, fill or fall, gain or lose. So basically, if it is greater than greater than 4 electrons, it will fill up and it will gain. And then if it is less than 4 valence electron, it will fall back and will lose. Let's take for example. Okay, so I have periodic table here. I have the Bohr model, and these are our exercises. Now let's take a look at this. Let's say for example magnesium. All right, magnesium. And this is the Bohr diagram. We will be using Bohr diagram for this video. Okay, so it's easier to figure out the chemical conformation of an element. Take a look at this. Okay, magnesium. So I have here group number, gain or lose, fill or fall, new charge, expand or shrink. When I say expand, it will become bigger, shrink, it will become smaller. Is this metal or non-metal? And then is this element will make octet or not? Let's find out. So for these exercises, we will use magnesium. Magnesium is right here. Can you see it? So it's in group 2, period 3. What does that mean? Let's talk about the period first. Period 3. 1, 2, 3. All these are period 3. So that means all these elements, especially magnesium, has 3 rings. 1, 2, 3. First energy level, second energy level, third energy level. So the third energy level is the last outer shell. Okay. Group 2. Okay. Group 2 tells us that there are 2 electrons in the outer shell. Is that correct? Yes. It's because magnesium has 12 protons, 12 electrons. So 2, 8, 2. Got it? So what's our answer here? Our answer here is group 2. Let's take a look. Here we go. Group 2. Now, what's the rule? Number 2, gain or lose. If the element has less than 4, so it will lose. So the answer is lose. That's 2 only, right? So it will lose. So that means these 2 electrons will be given away. Does everyone do you understand? Losing means these electrons will be given away and then fill or fall. So that means this will be out already. Now, what's the new charge? The new charge is, since I have 12 protons and 10 electrons, so that means I will have an extra 2 protons, 2 positive. I will explain that later on. Expand or shrink. So since these 2 here will be given away, this will shrink. So this will be erased later on, and then we will see this only. Is this metal or non-metal? Please check your periodic table because this is metal. Octet made? Yes. Let's take a look at this is the clearer example. Okay, magnesium. Oh, sorry, I missed you. Magnesium ion. Okay, so originally we have 12, right? 12 protons, 12 electrons. So if I do a little subtraction, I have 12 protons, 12 electrons, that means 0. But then, according to Octet rule, this element will lose 2 electrons, and now it's going to be like this. And then this will be erased. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay? Okay? So now I have 12 protons and I only have 10 electrons. So how much left? 2 plus this here will be given away, and now I have Mg2 plus. Got it? 10, 10 protons will cancel out 10 electrons. So what's left is 2 protons. So this will become 2 plus. And when it's plus, we call it cation. It's positive. So magnesium 2 plus is the answer. All right? So magnesium 2 plus. Okay? Now, let's have another example. Let's use nitrogen. Nitrogen. So, I would like you to answer this one. Okay? You can hit pause and then try to answer. Hit pause. Right, so let's answer this one. Nitrogen is in, I'm going to transfer this one. What group number? Let's take a look. Here's the answer. So nitrogen is in group 5. Okay, period 2. So basically it has 5 valence electron in the outer shell. All right, will this gain or lose? This will gain. All right, it's because what's the rule again? Again, gain or lose if the element has greater than 4 valence electron, it will gain. Okay, fill or fall was the rule. The element with greater than valence electron will, in the outer shell, will fill up. Okay, so basically this will get, okay, easier word. So this element will get octet rule. Remember the octet means 8. In order for this element to gain octet, it will get 3. So the new charge is 3, negative 3. Will this expand or shrink? Since this element will get or gain, it will expand. Is this non-metal or metal? Of course, if you check in the periodic table, this is non-metal. All right, and of course, when this element gain 8 electrons in the outer shell, then octet is made. Remember, octet means 8 electrons. 8 electrons for them is stability. Remember the noble gases, okay, except helium. Helium has biggest. The first energy level is 4, but the rest has 8. Okay, they are very stable. Okay, so here is the summary. Okay, let's take a look. Determining ionic charge. So going back to the groupings once again. Okay, so group 1 will lose one electron, and will be given away 1 electron. So this will turn positive. Okay, positive. So 1 plus or plus 1. Group 2 has 2 valence electron in the outer shell, and this will give off 2 electrons. What's left is 2 positive. So, and the rest on goes on and on. So group 3 has or have 3 electrons in the valence shells. It will be given off 3 electrons, and what's left is 3 positive. For group 4, we will set this as an exemption. For now, let's focus on group 5. So all the group 5 will gain. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 will lose, 5, 6, 7 will get or gain. So how many electrons will they get? If they are in group 5, they will gain 3. If they are in group 6, they will gain 2. If they are in group 7, they will gain 1. Remember, 8. Okay, oct. That means full energy shell. So 0 because they are full. They will not get. They are all stable elements. Neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. They are all stable elements. Okay. So once again, group 1, 2, 3, they are all metals. So this one, group 1, group 2, and then group 3, they are all metals and they will lose electron depending on where they are. If they are in group 1, they will lose 1. Okay, if they are in group 2, they will lose 2. Group 3, they will lose 3. Group 4 is an exemption. Group 5, they will gain. Okay, because group 5, 6, 7, they are all non-metals and they will gain. Group 6, they are going to gain 2 electrons. Group 7, they will gain 1 electron. Okay, so let's take a look at the ionic charges. So for group 1, 2, 3, the ionic charges for group 1 is +1. Group 2, the ionic charges will be +2. Group 3 will be +3. All these are positive. We call them cation. Next, group 5, 6, 7 will gain electrons depending on where they are. If they are in group 5, they will gain 3. If they are in group 6, they will gain 2. Group 7, they will gain 1. Okay, and these are all negative because as they gain, they also gain charge. We call this anion, A-N-I-O-N, anion. Okay, or anions. They will become negative and they will fill in. They're going to fill in, it's because they get. All right, so going back to our objective once again. Our first objective, we have learned the Octet rule of the electrons. We determine if the electrons will gain or lose electrons to make octet. Remember, octet means 8. So their goal, all the elements' goal is to make 8. It's either they will lose electrons or gain electrons. All right, and so we determine as well the valence and the ionic charges. So I hope this discussion will help you in your future chemistry lessons. And thank you all for watching. All right, and I will see you again in our future videos. Once again, this is teacher Jonathan, and have a good day, everyone. Bye.